She's older, right? She should start.
That was so funny. I'm sorry.
Hello and welcome to Sip and Tip. I'm MJ.
And I'm Sine.
And today we are going to talk about
Toddlers.
the building blocks for toddlers. In our perspective, of course.
Yes.
So, toddlers, those feisty beings. Everyone loves the terrible twos.
No.
And honestly, they're not really, in my opinion, they're not really terrible. They're just trying to figure out the world and figure out how to relate to it. And I think the building blocks will help us better orientate them to life.
Yeah.
Do you want to start the building blocks?
Of course, because I love the first one. The first building block is love. Give your children, your toddler, as much love as possible. Love them through their tantrums,
Yes.
because you know they're going to have them.
Yes.
Yes. Love them through those tantrums.
And I think also with giving them the love that they deserve and need, also teaches them how to love themselves and how to love others. And part of showing them and giving them love is setting limits and boundaries. Because without limits and boundaries, you're teaching them that people can do whatever they want and
Without
make people
consequences.
feel however they want without having any repercussions, which is not accurate and it does not set them up for success.
True.
So, give them that love, whether it's a hug, a kiss, a high five, a fist bump, sitting down and reading a story when, they need it, or wiping their tears away and giving them the encouragement to go forward. Give them that. When they're tantruming, give them the time to express that, because those are their emotions, raw.
Yes.
But then explain to them or try and relate with them as to why they were tantruming. And they might not really know. It might just be an overwhelm of emotions. But just giving them that love and attention and letting them know that, yeah, you might be having a hard time, but I'm going to be right here when you're done.
Right.
I'm going to be right here to guide you through.
Right.
And that's what they need. The second building block. So you have your love, and then you add on play. Because through play, children learn how to relate to things.
Yes.
So whether it's play in the kitchen, whether it's play through reading and writing, whether it's playing in your hair, they learn life skills.
Playground skills, water table type skills.
Yes.
I like to give my kids buckets of water with bubbles. They love bubbles.
Tactile stuff is amazing
Yes.
for toddlers. Give them things that they can smell, touch, eat, feel, because that's how they receive the world.
Yes. And I know they love to play in gooey stuff.
Yes.
Lotions, Vaselines. I'm sure you found your toddler playing in the Vaseline. I did.
Yeah. I remember when my toddler putting Vaseline in my hair because I was exhausted.
Oops.
And it was nap time. I took a nap. They did not. Yeah, I learned from my mistake. But yes, toddlers are very adventurous. They want to learn. They want to get into things. They want to know. So set it up so they can get into things and be safe.
Right.
Let them explore the environment and find things, even though you purposely put them there for them to get.
Yes. They would love to untangle some things and find a nice little surprise in the middle of the yard.
Yeah. Or those old Christmas lights you can't get undone. Stick them in a box in their play area. They'll love it when they find it.
God. I don't know. You gotta make sure you have plastic bulbs.
They'll figure it out.
They might tangle them up more.
They're already tangled. You're not
fun.
gonna. Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So,
the
next
third.
one, yes, we have education.
Yes.
Educate your young ones. Educate them on everything, pretty much. I mean, there are stages to education, I'm sure, but we all forget something.
Yes.
You know, I think I was so focused on math and reading that I forgot how to play with my toddler. So sometimes we have to not only do that 1 + 1 is 2, but to also show them that this horse drinks water. Things like that. It makes a difference with a toddler.
And education can be embedded in everything. You want to make breakfast? Have your toddler help. Can you grab me 2 eggs from the refrigerator? They might drop one. But again, the educational part in that is how to clean up.
Definitely. And how to cook.
Yeah. And you're teaching them how to count because in the beginning they might just bring one or might bring the whole pack of eggs.
True.
And you just go through the motions. Well, I only asked for 1 egg, not 1 dozen. Or, whatever, however many they brought. So you just teach them. Education is through play, and life skills can be taught in any level.
That's true. And it's interesting because your child will teach you as well what they're learning, whether it's via TV or someone else. If you're paying attention to that child when they're playing with their toys, they're teaching you too.
Right. And I'm a firm believer that all information can be taught on every level. You just kind of omit or animate some things so it's not so harsh.
Right.
So for instance, things such as drug use, when you're in a family that has a member that is addicted to some type of drug, those things can be communicated where, maybe you use the words such as, so-and-so really likes a certain thing. And again, it's different for every culture. I know I've told my children that withdrawal symptoms were being sick because it does kind of correlate. And they get that at a young age.
Right.
Oh, cousin so-and-so is sick right now, so they just need some extra care. They need to go to the hospital or, a facility, a place where they can get well. So you're not lying. You're giving them information that they can process because it's factual. They do, sometimes go into treatment, and that's where they're getting care. They are sick in their own right because they're withdrawing from something. And so just giving them that information so they're not wondering, they're not trying to figure it out. Especially because children form bonds with people and then they want to emulate what they see.
True.
And you would never want them to emulate something inappropriately because they just don't know.
Exactly.
So that's the take on education. For the last building block, so love, play, education, and then socialization.
Yes.
Because as I was just saying, socialization, whether it's friends, family, extended family, virtually, yes,
Everything.
those are really important for a child because it helps shape who that child is and what that child knows about the world.
Right.
And so really getting that child exposed to different cultures, different understandings, that will help the child grow to be more well-rounded because not everything is the way it is in your home. Just like my home is not like her home.
Exactly.
Because everyone's different. And that's okay. And children need to understand that people can be different and it's okay.
Right. So socialization is the last key to our model here. And be mindful. Love is your foundation.
Yes.
Okay? Solid foundation. That's why we chose love, because you know that you love your children first and foremost.
Yes. And it's important to guide with love because through love, all of the other blocks are kind of taken care of. They're encompassed. So with that, peace, love, and happiness.
Yes. Like, comment, subscribe, and share us, please. So
Yes.
we will see you in 2 weeks, as we are now going to be moving to every other week.
Yes. Toodles.